It's John here, and welcome to another cringy episode of Minecraft. Today we're going to be doing a how to build kind of like levels of entrance gates to either a village or whatever you're doing an entry gate for. I got this idea actually from Andy is Yoda, does a bunch of these fantastic things on his channel and on stream, and I absolutely love his builds, but he has a bunch of helpers too. Not saying that that's where he gets his motivation from. He's really, really good at what he does. So that's kind of where I got the idea from though, but that's what I'm going to do. So this is my main entrance to a village. Imagine this is a village over here. We'll pretend over there. That's a village over there, and we're going to do an entry to a village. This is the way I usually do a main entrance to a village. This is my basic entrance to a village when I get started. And then it gets better as time goes on usually. And this fence goes on, that way, and then that way. And then I'll usually put a gate there and a gate there, and I'll put a torch there, and there. That's it. That's my basic gate. It's gate number 1. That's how you get into my very first village. I always put this little thing up here just so I know where the gates are, because sometimes you're running up and you don't realize where you're headed to, and I like to mark it with something, so I always mark it with this little ranch style upper gate right here. I absolutely love it. I think it looks really good, but that's not the best we can do, right? So the next step is we kind of want to beef it up a little bit. We're going to grab some wood, some actual planks here, not just some fence, and then we're going to make it look a lot cleaner. We're going to do the same essential setup there, but I'm going to use something a little more substantial. So we're going to do some logs like so, and then we're going to actually run wall all the way down like this, and wall all the way down like this, and this will be, it'll go off that way and all that other good stuff, and we'll still put the same old gate there and the same old gate there, but here, instead of just that ranch style gate, we're going to do something along these lines where it's just a plank, a whole entire log of wood right on top, and that makes it feel a lot more substantial. Then we'll take our fence and we're going to run it right there, and we're going to run it all the way up to the edge like that and like that. And then I'll actually run this all the way across like so. And we'll throw a torch there. And then I'll put one, usually 3 posts away. So 1, 2, 3, then the fourth one, 1, 2, 3, and then the fourth one. And that'll be my entrance as things progress. It's our next step. Whoa. Uh-oh. Our stream died because our internet sucks. So I'm having a rough time with streaming from my studio. Our internet service here it's good because I'm showing full bars, but the connection for whatever reason drops off fairly regularly. And until that gets fixed, we're not going to be streaming anytime soon. So for now, it's just going to be whatever we record and we upload to our wonderful world of YouTube. Okay, so the next one is going to be basically the same thing. It's just going to get upgraded a bit more. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to actually put one more in the front of it right there. And we're going to remove some of this right here just for the sake of entrance and where we're located, so it doesn't look so cheesy. And we're going to put one more. Bam, 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 bam. And bam, and bam. Okay, so that's going to be the thickness of it. It's going to be a thick wall, very thick wall. We're going to put the same blocks all the way down like so. And no, actually they go here. Sorry. Oops. They go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not 6 in either direction. It's just whatever it is. Whatever the length of your wall is going to be in that direction. That's how big it is. And then we're going to put 1 block there. We're going to put 1 block there. And then we're going to actually do this block on top here. We're going to assume that it turns like this in this direction. and go bam. And then I'm going to set this to time day. And then that's kind of our wall portion as well. So that this is going to kind of go up and then up and over like so, and then up again over. Anytime there's a step, there's going to be this like transition. And then this wall here, and imagine it's going back like so. It's going to be like this, and like this, and like this. And imagine that continues on in that direction. Then we're also going to take our fence post, and we're going to put those there. There. Like so. And then over here, we need some stairs. Then we need some half slabs. We need some half slabs. And what we're going to do here is we're going to build a platform on top. Like so. These are full blocks here, sorry. And here, we're going to actually go up. Sorry, 1, 2. And here, 1, 2. And here, 1, 2. And then we're going to actually cap this off with some half slabs like so. Like that, and then we're going to put some torches there, there, and it's going to kind of give us a little lookout here. So that's our behind the wall area right there, and then we're going to take our fence gate, and we're going to actually place them in the center there. And we're going to put a block there, a block there, a block there. Actually, we could probably, yeah, that looks good. There we go. That's a lot more substantial. It's got like a little perimeter wall. You can kind of get up there and guard a little bit. But we want to make this a little bit more substantial. So I'm going to take the same exact wall and I'm going to beef it up a little bit more by actually adding this bit of upside down stair all the way around the front side of it, like so. And I'm going to add fence gate all the way around it like this. And we'll place down torches every third, like fifth, skip 3 and then do 2. Do one like that. No, bam. Actually, that's going to be, that needs to be raised like so. So that's going to go 1 there, and then 1 there, and then 1 there, and then 1 there. Something like that. All right. So yeah, there we go. That's our another entrance. This is a lot more substantial. This is usually where I end up most of the time because I don't usually take it much further than this, especially if I'm building a village. There's a lot more to a village than just an entrance, and I'll usually have 4 or 5 entrances to a village, and so this will be my most substantial. But it does get more substantial than this, obviously. But this is where I usually end up for myself. I'll go maybe a little more extravagant, but not by much. So from this point, we have a kind of a going up over here. So yeah, that's our kind of our our third upgrade of our fence. Then we kind of want to get into a little bit more extravagant in the sense that we want to get to some stone, because wood's awesome and it looks great. It looks very, very Western to me, very old world. But when you get into like medieval style stuff, we get into a little bit more of the stones type walls. So let's go ahead and jump into those. We're going to definitely be needing some cobble. We're going to be needing some mossy stuffs, because we want to make it look nice. Some mossy cobble, some regular cobble, like that. Some walls, and that one. Yep. There we go. So now we want to get into something that's a little more extravagant, something a lot larger than just that. We could get into redstone. We may do that, but for the most part, it's just going to be this type of thing. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a nice entrance. Something very very grand. 2, 3, 4. The only downfall on fence gates is that you can't link them together to make like a really nice looking entry. You kind of have to rely on either just a giant opening where people could just walk in, or it just is what it is, and then you just use little fence gates on the inside, and that'll be that. I don't really care for the whole fence gate idea, because you can only really use it in the wood setting like we have over there. But for the most part, I really do like having things a little more secure. So having this opened up like this feels a little, I don't know. It's an entrance. It's just not a secure entrance. You get what I'm saying? So you really have to get into redstone and put some redstone pistons in, and we may do that. But for right now, I just want to do the decoration portion of it. Okay, we have our main idea over here, and then we're gonna go ahead and do a wall portion. For the main part of it, and then I think we want to go back into some wood. Now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to throw in a little bit of detail to it. All right, yeah, that looks good. And then we want to go ahead and we're going to add some wood detailing to it as well. But with the stone, I feel that dark oak looks best, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some dark oak with this. And I really do want to just block this off like so. I wish there was mossy woods as well. There isn't, so we just have to deal with it. Alright, so that can kind of go up and over like that. And then I don't know if we're going to be doing anything as far as portion up top. We're going to be probably needing a slab, a dark oak slab. We'll do that, and a dark oak stair. We'll do this. Something like that. That looks good. And then up here, we're going to do something with a block wall. Probably something along the lines of this. It looks a little awkward, so I'm going to drop that off there, and then we're going to fix that like that. Yeah, that looks way better. That looks a lot more substantial. It just looks far better. It really does. Okay, so we're going to go bam. And we're going to go bam. Anyhow, so now we have this like opening thing going on over here, and then over here we're going to actually drop down another one of these. And I'm going to grab some regular cobble, kind of fill in the cracks here because I don't like it all so mossy. Okay, I think this is looking good. The only thing I would like to do over here is this and this and then this and that. There we go. That looks good. That's looking a lot more substantial. That looks a lot more like a nice entry gate, entryway. Let's go ahead and get some stone. There we go. That looks good. I like that. Let's put that back. Pop that one and pop that one. And we're going to put some lanterns. And then here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some gate, some iron bars. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. So it's lit up on the inside. It's got some decoration on the outside. We probably want to do something like this as well. And that does make it feel more substantial when we do that. And then on the inside here, we could simply do this. That's kind of expensive, but it does look nice though. Yeah, there we go. So now we have ourselves a nice little turret area. We can put a lantern there and a lantern there to light up the inside of that if we wanted to. We can also stick one on top, I believe, here and here. And yeah, that looks a lot more substantial. That way people can be running on the edges here and then guarding between the battlements. These are little things that kind of keep you guarded, and then kind of come up here and go pew pew for their little bow and arrow. And then you can run on down to the other side and do the same thing. You got a little guard tower right above your gate. And then you have the gate itself. So there's no way to really protect this other than, like I said, with pistons, raising the floor up, maybe with the double piston system, raising the floor up in the center there, or opening it up to lava or something, or whatever the case may be. You can kind of go that route. So that's going to be a little more advanced, obviously, than the wood. We mixed a little bit of wood and stone with this. We got four levels here. Now let's go a little more grand. What are we going to do on the more grand side? Oof. Okay, so really grand tower entrances, I would require like columns down the sides on either side. That's going to take a lot more work than just simply some cobble. So we're going to go with some, yeah, I think that'll work. And then we'll add some color with either wood or something along those lines as well. This is going to be kind of our basic layout right here. All right, so that's going to be our basic design. Got Liam kind of walked in just now to hang out for a little bit.
I saw a cat like run across the porch and onto the wall.
Right here in front of the studio?
Yeah.
Very cool. Oh, I did this backwards. Oops.
Brown cat with some black stripes.
Oh, I think that's the one feral cat that we have here.
What's a feral cat?
The ones that are wild. That's the only way they're able to survive out here. Otherwise, the coyotes would get them. Yeah. Yep. So we're going to make these towers a little tall. They're not going to be super tall, but they're going to be a little bit tall just to have some kind of protection on them. Something along these lines. As soon as we make one, we'll go ahead and mimic the other one. But for now, we're just going to kind of go bam, 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 bam. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we got 4 blocks now. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go probably a total of 8 blocks. There's 5, 6, 7. Whoa, 7 and 8, and Liam jumping around.
Oh,
How you doing,
that's nice.
kiddo? What you up to? What you doing
Yeah,
inside?
bucket chair.
Yeah, you like my bucket chair? Until I get a stool. All right, so that's the height of the tower. It's gonna get taller. Obviously, this is just the base where you're gonna be standing. Hey, love, and that's just gonna be where you stand.
What'd you make it?
Entryways, doing 5 levels of entryway.
Okay.
And that's our basic shape of our of the turrets. That's really what they are, is turrets, right? Perfect. Okay, now we need give it a little bit of dimension. All right, so that's going to be our basic shape to our fort, our castle, right? So we got a little bit of arch going on up there. It does look really nice. We could make this arch out a little bit too, but we're not going to. We're going to leave it kind of the way it is. And the centerpiece here is essentially where the gate will actually drop down from. We're going to probably make this more of a solid wood gate as opposed to just an iron gate. Anyway, so we have our turrets. Yeah, that's going to be the base of our turret. And then here we're going to be doing the same type of wall, but we're going to dress it up a bit. We're going to dress it up on the outside, though. We're not going to do it on the inside like we did on the other one. And then here we're going to do 1, 2, 3 tall. Like this. And then the fourth one is just going to come back across. Like so. All right, so this has got like a little corridor right down the middle of it. It's really nice. It does look very, very, very sharp. And then we're going to actually drop this like so all the way down. And then this is going to turn to the next location. It'll go like that. And like that. Yeah. That's essentially the corridors that walk between, like, it's just opened up. It's really for no other reason. It's just opened up and it looks really cool. On the outside here, we're going to dress it up a little bit more because it just looks really boring and plain, but we'll do the same type of thing there as well. So we're going to make this, what do we do, 4 blocks tall? I'm kind of making this up as I go along too, by the way. This is not something I have planned out. So bear with me. All right, so that's the gist of our main entry area right there. So this is going to be an opening right here and another level for the actual guard towers themselves. So this is going to go up there. So we need to go remove that, put that there. And that kind of goes on up there. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So this is going to be a guard tower, but it's going to be up high. So it's going to be accessed only from up here. So this is, all this down here is really kind of wasted space. We can actually open that back up if we want to. More or less just for decoration. And we can open that up here as well. If we wanted to, like so. And that kind of gives it like little tiny windows in the guard towers themselves. We don't want anything down low. Maybe a little tiny hole right here that's 3 blocks high. Nothing, nobody can really jump in there. I mean, I guess they could like shoot if they really wanted to right there, but it's really just for decoration, nothing else, and maybe for lighting to see light outside of the structure itself. As far as the outside of this thing, it's going to get a little more. We're going to thicken it up a little bit and make it thick with some stairs like so, as well as up here. And the front of it as well. We're going to mimic this side right here. Boop. That'll look good. And then we're going to do the same thing on the back side as well, because we want this to be really, really, really substantial. We don't want this to look peepy at all. We don't want it to look underscaled. And I wonder if I can close this off right here and I can still get up there. I'm not positive. Yeah, I sure can. So these look more like turrets now. That looks really good. I really like that. And then the tops of the walls, we're going to do the same thing that we did before over there. I like to use the block wall, like the actual walls, but I feel like this looks a lot more substantial as far as castle walls go. Like these walls here, let me show you. Like these walls here, they do look good. Don't get me wrong. Like if we put these here, that looks good. I just feel like that looks a lot more substantial. It makes the wall itself look a lot more, a lot larger than that did, that we just showed. So that looks a lot more substantial to me than that. That looks a lot more weak, and it's just not my favorite thing to use. I really don't care for it. I like using these walls when, like on things up top, we're going to use them for. And the higher up we go, the easier on the eyes it is. But down low, I want things to be really big and grandiose. And I can't do that with those little walls. So we got to make these great, big, thick, massive walls like that. And that just feels more castle-like than anything else. So we don't have any decoration on the outside of this, which is kind of unfortunate. I may end up punching some holes in this and doing it on the inside. I'm not positive yet. I haven't decided. Maybe carry through those arches all the way through. I'm not positive yet. I haven't gone that far. So let's go ahead and continue on to the top of this thing. This is where those walls come in, and they feel a little more in place than the walls we just used. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, that feels a lot more grand to me than even those walls. I think we'll use those walls in between, but not there. I don't feel that they just don't match. Something doesn't look right about them. I like them, I just don't like them for this. I think this looks much better. Yeah, look at that. And you'll see what I mean. When I'm done with this part of it, it's going to feel a lot more grand. Yeah, see, look at that. That looks a lot better. Yeah, that's just looks more appropriate. And in the front here, I don't think we're going to even use those. I think we're just going to use this. Like that. Yeah. Like I said, I'm building this as we go along, guys, because I don't have any particular design in my head other than the basic idea. But I didn't build this before. I didn't go into a sketchbook world and build it first and then go, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Nope. This is all just kind of winging it. So, yeah, it's hopefully turns out okay. That's what my main goal is. Hopefully. Yeah, look at that. That looks a lot better. As a matter of fact, if I do this underneath, yeah, that looks really freaking good. Look at that. That looks really freaking good. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to redo these ones on the inside here. Put that there, put that there. And I'm going to remove that. Do we then do this? Yeah, I feel that that looks more robust. It looks a lot nicer that way. Okay, so now we need a level coming off of that. Probably something along the lines of this. All right. Yeah, that looks really good. And then we could kind of top it off with another layer of... All right, there we go. That looks... I mean, it does look substantial. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if there's something that feels like it's missing. I'm not sure what it is. It just, something feels off to me. There we go. Maybe that. Maybe something as simple as that. I think it looks too pristine. I think I need to clean it up a little bit by adding a few mossy bricks. Hold on a sec. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, I think there we go. I think that's it. It's a good entryway to a castle. We could change this out to wood. I had this set up as wood originally, and it did look better. I think initially it looked better, but I don't know if I love it. Let me try it out one more time. I like the fact that it's a wall, so it's a little thinner than the rest of it. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like the idea that that's a wall. It does look a lot more substantial, like it's a nice thick wall coming down for the actual iron door, or the actual door itself that's going to come down. We could do something a little more like this slab. Yeah, see how those teeth are going to come into the floor right there? Yeah, that looks a lot more substantial. It looks like it's going to lock into place, like nothing's going to budge, nothing's going to move that. And it looks like it's got a big old face too. It's kind of funny. But yeah, dudes, I think I kind of like that. That does look really, really sharp. I'm sure I can add a bunch more details to it. But for now, I think we're good. Like, I wonder if I can do stair all the way around here. I don't know. I kind of like it the way it is. I mean, there's a lot more I can do to it and embellish the crap out of it with some trapdoors and whatnot, but I think I like the way it looks. I don't know if I like the orange on the sides there, the way we have it opened up. I wonder if we can just do some iron bars. Bam. We'd have to open it up like that, though, I think. I don't know if I hate that, though. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. It looks okay. I don't know if I love the decoration on the sides right there. There's probably a lot more with it that we could possibly do, but for now, I think I like the way it turned out. So that's our five entryways. This is our best right here. This is our second best right here, which I really do love, by the way. It's really simple. It's very, very basic, but I do like it. Then there's this one here, which is more of a village entryway, and then more of a basic village entryway, and then obviously just like a pen entryway. Here you go, guys. Our 5 levels of entry. We can probably go a lot further. Actually, I know we can go a lot further than this. Our 5 levels of entryway. I absolutely love every single one of those. I would use any single one of those. The last one, though, I would probably leave that more so for the entry of a castle or just a large village that you're going to have. But because you're going to build more than one, it's going to be like the main entrance to something, or a lot of these other ones you can use as multiple entrances, especially the third wooden one there, or even the stone one. You can use those as multiple entrances to a village and then keep it secure. Anyways, dudes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, if you guys could smash that like button down below or give me a big fat thumbs up, greatly appreciated, and it lets me know that you guys like this type of thing. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, just let me know in the comment section below. And if you're at all new to this channel, if you guys can click that subscribe button, it does help the channel out a great deal. And it's raining. And while you're at it, if you click the little bell, click that stupid little bell, it turns on notifications and it lets YouTube and dudettes know when we upload our videos. Until next time, guys, see ya.